This is Secular Parenting. I am Ginger Jesus, and today I want to answer a fundamental question. When do I get to punish my child?
What?
We're rolling.
Oh,
I'll edit it out, don't worry.
okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
Do it again?
I'm fine.
Well, first you have to ask yourself, why do you want to punish your child? I want my child to grow up to have healthy boundary setting abilities. I want all three of them to have healthy decision making abilities, and I want all three of them to have healthy emotional stability. In what way does punishing my child help in any of those three things? I can teach her healthy emotional stability simply by talking to her when she's having an emotional reaction, and right afterwards we can figure out what happened, and later in their lives they can go on to examine that and be all like, oh, that's how I was feeling then and this is how I'm feeling now, maybe I should act different. And we can modify emotional responses as we look at them. Like that's something I can do as a parent. Punishing would impede that process, so I shouldn't punish their decision making skills. I need them to have proper decision-making skills, which means I need them to perform actions and I need them to fail. And I need them to look at those actions, I need them to assess those actions, and I need to talk with them and work them through the proper paths of logic that will help them get to the right answer faster. So I can't punish there. And then I need them to be able to set good boundaries. Okay. Boundaries are easy. Boundaries are, as they interact with people in the world, you talk to them afterwards and you're like, okay, so this happened and this happened and this happened, and they kept asking you to stop doing that and they did not. And how is that supposed to make them feel? How did you feel when they didn't stop? That's just helping them kind of figure out how they feel about their personal space and their bubbles, and learning how to vocalize when they are not happy. I've also taught them how to take somebody to the ground in case that person doesn't listen to their words. Okay, so that's proper boundary setting. I can't punish there because there's like no way for punishment to help that process. When do I get to punish? Now this is something that I think only children of an abusive home will really understand. It's really hard not to look at your child and immediately think, my parents got to bully me, and I was forced to endure it. So now I get to bully my child because that's the way this works. And it's very hard to break out of that. And the idea of punishing your child is one of the few last remaining vestiges of child abuse. But it's not the pain. And yeah, spanking hurts. I've been spanked as a child. Spanking hurts. But it's not the pain, it's the fear. It's the fear you create from your child. You make them fear you. I don't respect people I fear. As an adult, I do not respect people I fear. You did not earn a level of respect from me. You are in a position of authority, in a position of power, and you can wield that over me because you have been taught that that is what you get to do with power and authority. But that does not mean I respect you as a person. In fact, usually quite the opposite. But I expect my child to have the complete opposite response to that? No. I used to be okay with spanking, and then a friend of mine said, "What would you be okay if your boss got to slap you across the face every time you messed up at work? Would you be okay with that as a grown man? Would you be okay with that as an individual and as a subordinate in that situation? Is that a scenario that I see myself being emotionally all right with in any way?" So why are we subjecting that to our children when we've already proven there's better ways? I'm Ginger Jesus. This is Secular Parenting. Be good to yourselves out there.